Gilbert, MesabiEast. Golden Bear hockey is on Eveleth Vale Community Television, Channel 12, and in the Hoyt Lakes Arena in Hoyt Lakes, Minnesota. Here in the Bears' home away from the Hippodrome, the Bears take on the Proctor Rails. Hi, I'm Steve Carlson. Hugo Mariucci is behind the camera and producing the broadcast. Eveleth Gilbert is 9-5 on a two-game winning streak. Most recently, a win over Hibbing Chisholm 10-2 on Tuesday. Proctor is 4-9-1. They lost to Mora Malacca 6-2 on Tuesday. Eveleth Gilbert is in the Iron Range Conference. Proctor is in the Lake Superior Conference. Both teams are in Section 7A. Junior Elliot Van Orsdal leads the Golden Bears in scoring with 28 points, 16 goals, 12 assists. He scored 4 goals and had 2 assists on Tuesday in that win over the Blue Jackets. Senior Josh James and junior Will Troutwine each have 16 points. Senior Zach Gunderson and junior Ben Harnell each have 20 points for Proctor. Gunderson 2 goals and 18 assists. Harnell 12 goals and 8 assists. The Golden Bears score an average of 4.07 goals per game. The Rails score an average of 3.23 goals per game. The Rails and the Golden Bears in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. The Golden Bears will start the MesabiEast students tonight. They have 7 of them on the team. Can't start all 7. That would be a penalty right away. But who goes to MesabiEast? Hunter Levender, Cole Meyer, Bryce Kopp, Josh James, Jack Halliday, Ty Mason, and Mac Lodiger. Now, the public address announcer has the starting lineups.
In our old Eveleth Gilbert area, Golden Bears. Starting lineups. First period. In goal, number 30, Lucas Bolton. Right defense, number 11, Isaac Mosier. Left defense, number 5, Cole Dartis. At center, number 7, Reese Ward. Left wing, number 13, Ben Hartnell. And right wing, number 12, Connor Bushbaum. Rails are coached by Dan Stauber, assisted by Anthony Wood, Corey Ward, and Kevin Danielson. And now, for the Golden Bears, in goal, number 30, Mac Lodiger. Right defense, number 6, Hunter Levender. Left defense, number 17, Josh James. At center, number 7, Cole Meyer. Left wing, number 9, Bryce Kopp. And right wing, number 19, Jack Halliday. The Bears are coached by Jeff Carell, assisted by Jared Anderson, Paul Coop, and Steve Troutwine. Tonight's officials are Todd Skaya, Brian Burkett, and John Strukel. And now would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Hoyt Lakes, Minnesota, the Eveleth Gilbert MesabiEast Golden Bears take on the Proctor Rails Boys Section 7A Hockey in Hoyt Lakes tonight. For the Golden Bears, the MesabiEast students will be starting. At center, it's Cole Meyer, number 7. On the wings, number 9, Bryce Kopp, and 19, Jack Halliday. And on defense, number 17, Josh James, and number 6, Hunter Lavander. The goalie is number 30, a junior, Mac Lodiger. Another MesabiEast student you'll see is number 24, Ty Mason. Starting for the Proctor Rails in goal is senior goalie Lucas Fulton. He's 3-8-1, a 4.11 goals against, .875 on the save percentage. Starting center is number 7, Reese Ward. He has 8 goals and 9 assists. On the wings, number 12, Connor Bushbaum, and number 13, Ben Harnell. And on defense for the Rails, number 5 is Bo Dardis, and number 11 is Isaac Mosher. Here we are in the home away from the Hippodrome for the Eveleth Gilbert MesabiEast Golden Bears. It's the home of the Minnesota Iron Rangers Junior A hockey team. They play in the Superior International Junior Hockey League. You can see their games on Hockey TV, and you can see their home games right here in Hoyt Lakes. And on the Minnesota Iron Rangers logo, you see Reese Ward, and the center is Bryce Kopp for the Golden Bears. And we are underway in Hoyt Lakes. The Golden Bears on a 2-game winning streak. Cole Meyer takes the puck into the rails and centering pass right off the bat, and a shot by Bryce Kopp. He slipped it toward the net, was turned away. One shot on goal. I believe Lucas Fulton steered that one clear. Sent into the Golden Bears end. It's the Golden Bears and the Rails. Rails last played on Tuesday, as did the Golden Bears. Rails lost to Mora Malacca 6-2. Golden Bears beat Hibbing Chisholm 10-2. These two teams played on December 20th in Proctor. Golden Bears won that game 6-2. Puck slid into the Golden Bear end, where already the Bears have made a change. Troutwine got it up to Van Orsdal, took a shot as he crossed the blue line, and gloved and held on by Lucas Fulton. Face off to Fulton's right. 14 is Van Orsdal, the leading scorer for the Golden Bears. 28 points this season, 16 goals. He scored 4 goals on Tuesday night against the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets in that 10-2 rout by the Golden Bears. Chasing it down ice is Gage Everson. And it slides across the logo, a race with Tassoni and Mosher, and the whistle blows, and they're going to bring it back on the icing all the way down right to left as you see it on Eveleth Vale Community Television Channel 12. Thanks to the Eveleth Vale, or the Eveleth Gilbert School District 2154, Vale Township, the City of Eveleth, and Tufco Incorporated. Face off to the right of junior goalie Mac Lodiger. 27 for the Rails is Connor Pavlovich, who is in the face-off circle. It's sent up to Bryce Kopp across the red line, across the blue line. Kopp skates in with Meyer to his left, stops at the top of the circle. Kopp bangs it off the near boards towards Gavin Mackey. Mackey down in the corner, and now Cole Meyer with Pavlovich back there. Pavlovich takes the puck away. Meyer still in a battle, chasing Pavlovich down. Pavlovich spins around twice, sends it down ice, and they're going to bring it back for a face-off in the Proctor rail end. Other games tonight involving Iron Range Conference or Section 7A teams. Hibbing Chisholm playing at Virginia Mountain Iron Buell. Hermantown is at Duluth Denfeld. Oh, that ought to be a good one. Face off to the right of Fulton. 22 is Mackey for the Bears. 7, one of the Wards for the Rails. And here comes Harnell down ice. Harnell gets past the Golden Bear. Backhand shot turned away by Mac Lodiger. Back behind the net and steered clear into the corner by Baudette. Now the Rails on the attack. Send it back to the corner to the right of Mac Lodiger. Baudette puts a hit on Harnell. Kopp is there. Baudette takes the puck back behind his own goal. Chased by Harnell. And Baudette is pushed into the boards, and puck taken away and dumped back into the Golden Bear end. Skating down ice is Bryce Kopp. Meyer to his left. Kopp skates in, takes a shot. And Lucas Fulton made the save as Myers slid into the goal. The goal comes loose, so whistle blows, and a face-off is coming up. 14:53 to go. There you see the clock. First period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Golden Bears will play here a week from tonight against, no, not a week from tonight, next Tuesday. 5 days. International Falls will come to Hoyt Lakes to take on the Bears. Slap shot by Troutwine. Comes loose, and here come the Proctor Rails. Riley Solom dumps it down into the corner to the right of Mac Lottiger. Battle on the half wall. Taking it away as Brandon Lynn gets it past another of the wards. 9 and 7 are wards. Noah and Reese, respectively. And Solom is number 8. Tries the puck off the half wall, tries to get it away from Troutwine. Troutwine gets it to a teammate, and then it's stopped at the blue line and slapped in by the Rails' Isaac Mosher, starting defenseman for Proctor. Proctor 4-9 and 1. The Golden Bears are 9 and 5. Gage Everson fell down. Riley Solom lifted his arms as if to say, didn't trip over my stick, and there was no call. Banged off the end boards, and Gage Everson has it. Sends it across the way to Troutwine. Crosses his own blue line, across the red line, across the Rails line. Troutwine skates in, slot over to Tassoni, a shot! And turned away on point blank, and a whistle blows, and here's the first penalty of the game. Coming up against the Proctor Rails, now Solom is going in. He is going in on the trip. He tried to make his case as he skated down ice. No penalty on me. Well, here he is in the box. At 3:21, Solom for tripping. Power play for the Golden Bears. They're 26.3% on the power play this season. The Rails 83.8% on the penalty kill. Bryce Kopp skates down the right wing. Fast down behind the goal. Looks up in front, gets it over to the half wall. Up to the line, Gage Everson. Josh James has it. James back to Everson. Everson back to James. They switch spots, and it's intercepted by Mosher, who skates in. Mosher takes a shot, and he scores a short-handed goal for the Proctor Rails. Isaac Mosher stole the puck away on his own blue line, skated down ice, put it past Mac Lottiger. The Rails lead 1-0. At 3:58, Mosher. An unassisted goal, Mosher's 6th goal of the season. And the Rails have the early 1-0 lead here in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Power play for the Golden Bears. Here's Van Orsdal in the circle, up to Troutwine, back to Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal takes a shot, turned away by Lucas Fulton. Bears control up to the point, Will Troutwine. Fakes right, goes left, slot shot. I think it hit the glove of Lucas Fulton up into the netting, out of play, and a face-off is coming up. 58 seconds to go. There you see the scoreboard in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. 58 seconds left in the penalty on Isaac Mosher. 12:37 to go in the first period. 1-0 Proctor. Van Orsdal and Reese Ward on the face-off to the left of Fulton. Shot by Troutwine, up in the air, taken down by Gunderson. Gunderson bangs it off the far boards, and it clears down ice. Troutwine chases it down. Harnell was there for the Rails. Now Reese Ward on the attack, and he takes the puck away. Here's Harnell, picked his pocket, and here's Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal across the line with Baudette. Van Orsdal down to the goal line, extended into the corner. Couple of Rails there to disrupt that, and a whistle blows. And we've got a penalty coming up. With 12:06 to go in the first period, a penalty on Elliot Van Orsdal of the Golden Bears. Holding the call at 4:56. So it's 4-on-4 now as Tassoni skates in, tries to thread the needle between a couple of Proctor rails. The rails have it in their own end and trying to get out of the zone. One of the Wards bangs it off the near boards. Kopp takes it. Kopp skates in. Kopp is turned away by Mosier from behind. Kopp falls down in the blue paint, but keeping it in, the Golden Bears. Chasing it down, Gage Everson flips it towards the net. Up high, Kopp is there, but there's Mosier spinning around and gets it up to a teammate and then dumped into the penalty box. Van Orsdal catches it, throws it back out onto the ice. Face-off coming up in the Proctor end. It's a power play now for the Rails as the penalty on Solom comes to an end. 1:14 to go in the penalty on Van Orsdal. Troutwine Baudette, James Mackey for Bears on the penalty kill for Eveleth Gilbert for another 1:11. They hope it lasts that long. And here is Gunderson down the left wing for the Proctor Rails. Gunderson down towards the corner, skates towards the net, still stick handling with it, loses his stick, and the Golden Bears are able to clear. Golden Bears on the season 88.1% on the penalty kill. Proctor 30.2% on the power play. Mackey sends it towards the net, but Gunderson is there, and the Rails will try to regroup and get something going on the power play. It's Gunderson across the blue line. Disrupted by Mackey. Shorthanded, here comes Josh James. Josh James is out! Far from the net, Lucas Fulton dives and retreats back to the net, makes another save. James sends it up to neutral ice, where Baudette sends it across the way to Will Troutwine, back to Baudette. Wow, Lucas Fulton came almost to the blue line and stopped that. Now the puck hops James' stick, 10 seconds to go in Van Orsdal's penalty. 12 for the Rails is Connor Bushbaum. Van Orsdal's back out onto the ice. Bears, both teams at full strength. Will Troutwine across the blue line. Wrist shot, hit traffic, bounced behind the net. He chases it down. Brandon Lind is there. A battle with Chris Preston. Banged off the far boards. Here's a race for the puck with Bartlam and Brandon Lind. The Rails, centering pass, up towards the point, hit the right skate of Bo Dardis. It's kept in the Golden Bear end. Proctor leads 1-0 here. 9:31 to go in the first period. Alex Haas skates down ice in the corner, stops, looks toward the point, looks into the circle for Brandon Lind. Brandon Lind had it taken away by Pavlovich. He bangs it off the near glass in the Bears' end. He skates off as the Rails make a change. Bears try to send, and they do. Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal into the circle. Tries to get past a rail. That rail took the puck away, but it's taken out by Gavin Mackey down low, and Mackey is in the slot, but it's taken away by number 14, Mason Kulnbach. He's a sophomore defenseman for the Proctor Rails. Van Orsdal spins around on his own blue line. He's across the red line. He's got James to his right. Now behind him, Van Orsdal, a shot, stick saved by Fulton. Van Orsdal couldn't get the puck, but the Bears do centering pass. There's Van Orsdal sweeping at it. Taken though by Matt Bonfit. Intercepted at the red line. Here's Josh James, tried to reach Van Orsdal, couldn't connect. Bears keep it in. Tassoni with a shot. Fulton with a glove save. Golden Bears play Hopkins on Saturday afternoon in the Eveleth Hippodrome, a 2 o'clock game. Then back here on Tuesday of next week against the International Falls Broncos. Troutwine does not keep the puck in. A whistle blows, and a face-off's coming up. Just outside the Proctor line, 8:18 to go in the first period, 1-0 Rails. Golden Bears beat Proctor on December 20th in Proctor, 6-2. Mackey and Ward on the face-off. Ward takes the puck, battled by number 7. The other number 7, the Golden Bears 7, is Cole Meyer. Both starters tonight. Meyer, one of the MesabiEast students on the Bears team. They have 7 of them. Here's Bushbaum skating in towards the net. That's turned away, and here come the Golden Bears. Bryce Kopp loses it to Dardis. Dardis sends it back into the Eveleth Gilbert end. Ty Mason is there for Golden Bears, but Mosher slaps it back into the Eveleth Gilbert MesabiEast end. Comes all the way down into the Proctor zone where the defensemen play catch and clears all the way down ice. A whistle blows, they'll bring it back left to right, as you see it on Eveleth Vale Community Television Channel 12. Eveleth Gilbert area girls hockey team is 7-8-2. They're playing at Superior tonight. Tomorrow at home, I believe in the Hippodrome, against Minnehaha. 19 is Jack Halliday on the faceoff for the Golden Bears. 14 for the Rails, Mason Kallenbach. Sends it up the far boards, and it slides down towards and past on the left, wide of the goal, past Mac Lottiger, the starting goaltender tonight for the Golden Bears. Here's Jack Halliday. Also on the ice, 16 is Brendan Graves. He's behind the net. Now this is Nick Baudette. Lines one up on a wrist shot. That hit traffic, and it's sent off the near boards, kept in by Gage Everson. Halliday's going to try to track it down. Nick Baudette is there. And a shot and a stick save. That was Gage Johnson Jr. for the Golden Bears. That went up into the netting. And here comes a face-off. Here's the scoreboard in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Visitors are the Rails. They lead 1-0. Van Orsdal and Ward with the face-off to the right of Lucas Fulton. Tassoni has it. Tassoni down to Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal back out in front, and there's Tassoni point blank. Fulton makes the save. And there goes the goal, loose of its moorings, put back on, face-off. To the left of Lucas Fulton, he's 3-8-1, a 4.11 goals against, .875, 87.5 save percentage. Ward controls, gets it to Mosher. Mosher sends it to Dardis, past Dardis to Bonfit. Bonfit and Baudette in a battle there. The puck's still tied up, poking away. Dardis, Bonfit there. Baudette still has it tied up. Dardis pries the puck free. Mosher has it now, pestered by Josh James up the half wall to Ward. Ward bangs it off the near boards, and Everson lines one up and takes a shot, sticked clear. There's Baudette. It bounces toward the net just wide to Sony. Back there with Mosher. Josh James joins the action. So does Ward. Here's Everson keeping it in at the point. Sends it down low to Sony. That was deflected just wide of the net. Now James had to reach for it. Had an open net. Couldn't quite connect. And it's sent down ice by Riley Solom. And a whistle blows to bring it back for a face-off in the rail end. Brandon Lind is on the face-off for the Golden Bears, along with Reese Ward, I believe it's number 7, yep, and he's going to chase it down into the corner, pestered by Alex Haas, who had it momentarily. Reese Ward comes away with it. He skates up the half wall, right below Hugo Mariucci's camera. Puck's loose. Swatting at it was Brandon Lind. Joining in was Mosher. He's going to skate over to the other side and take his spot on the blue line. Now skate down the half wall, and he blocks it. And it goes down into the corner where Bobby Lind is there for the Golden Bears. Rails control, though, centering pass. And that goes through traffic to the opposite corner. Off the end boards behind Mac Lottiger. Up to the near boards, and here comes Levender. Possibly couldn't quite control it. Ward sends it down to a teammate. The Rails skate in through the slot. Shot! Save made by Mac Lottiger. That was Ben Harnell skating in past a couple of Golden Bears and getting a backhand shot off on goal. Save made by Lodiger. Scores 1-0. Proctor leads with 4:55 to go in the first period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. The Bears home away from the Hippodrome. Play here again. A couple of more games this season in the near future. Falls on Tuesday of next week. Jack Bartlam sent it back into the Golden Bear end. Baudette off the far boards. Kohlmeyer takes a hit by Gunderson. Here comes Nick Baudette. He's got Kopp with him to his right. Baudette crosses the line into the circle on the goal line, extended back behind the net. Kopp's out in front. Everson's at the point. Baudette keeps skating with it. Loses it now to Riley Solom, who pokes it away, and Everson grabs it and sends it back into the rail end, where a couple of defensemen send it back and forth and send it off the near boards. Here comes Nick Baudette. Baudette across the blue line. Baudette pushed away by Kalmbach, but Baudette continues, sends it out in front. Didn't connect with anybody. Gage Everson's going to track it down in his own end. 3:56 to go in the first period. 1-0 Proctor. Kalmbach will track it down and send it back up towards Solom. Solom pokes it away from Everson, but Kopp grabs it. Kopp skates into the zone. Kopp down to the goal line, into the corner, spins around. Tassoni had it. Kopp gets it between the legs of a rail. Then it's poked away from him. Back into the corner, Mackey and Ward. And now it's Kalmbach. Kalmbach for the rails. Kalmbach for the rails, sends it off the far boards, just past the official. And Will Troutwine sent it in. Up at the blue line, Van Orsdal keeps it in the zone. Van Orsdal gets it past the rail. Van Orsdal swats at it, hits traffic. Now it's out in front. Tassoni had a chance, didn't quite connect. Now it's up to Will Troutwine, top of the circle. Takes a wrist shot, and a save is made by Lucas Fulton. Van Orsdal, Tassoni, James, Troutwine, who takes a shot. Fulton makes a save, and Mason also out there for the Golden Bears. Here's a rush for the rails. It's Harnell, top of the circle where he stops. Harnell to Dardis, back to Harnell, didn't connect. Ward down into the end boards, but Van Orsdal takes it away. Van Orsdal tries to send it up to neutral ice. He does. Harnell falls down. Tassoni pestering. Harnell tracks it down on his own blue line. Sends it across the way where Mosier will find it in the corner. He sends it up to Ward. Ward to Harnell. Harnell across the line. Harnell trying to get past Gage Everson. He does to the opposite corner. Harnell and Everson tying the puck up. Taken away by one of the Bears. Now the rails get it back. Here's Ward losing it to Tassoni. Off the far boards, Ward slots it back down towards the corner. Mason takes a hard hit. Arm in the air. Penalty coming up. Penalty on Ben Harnell Jr. Second penalty on the rails. Golden Bears 0 for 1 on the power play. They gave up a shorthanded goal.
Penalty on rails number 13, Ben Harnell. 5 minutes, major. Contact to the head.
Contact to the head. It's a 5-minute major on Ben Harnell. 2:14 to go in the first period. 1-0 Proctor. That hit on Ty Mason. And now the Golden Bears 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. They gave up a shorthanded goal. It was Mosier scoring at 3:58, and that's the difference now. 1-0 the score. Proctor has the lead. Gavin Mackey, Gage Everson, Will Troutwine, Josh James, and Bryce Kopp out there on the power play for the Golden Bears. Kopp to Everson. Everson, high slot, shot, save made by Lucas Fulton. Ward, Dardis, Mosier, and Solom on the penalty kill for Proctor. Now they're changing it up. Coming into the game, the Golden Bears 26.3% on the power play, and the Rails 83.8% on the penalty kill. Mackey to Everson. Everson looking for Troutwine, finds a wrist shot. Stick saved by Fulton into the netting, out of play. So with the face-off to the left of Fulton, it's going to be Mackey, Kopp to his right, James to his left on the blue line, Troutwine and Everson. Mosier rings it from one corner to the other, and Everson keeps it in. But the Rails are able to clear. And Troutwine will track it down. Picks it up behind his own goal. Troutwine up to Bryce Kopp. Kopp across the red line into the Proctor Rail zone. Kopp skates down. Back behind the goal, Dardis were hot on his trail, and Everson keeps it in. Van Orsdal picks it up. Van Orsdal, a shot, loose with an open net. Nobody there for the Bears, but James is going to chase down a rail. That rail sends it down ice and clears. With 1 minute to play in the first period, the Rails, Harnell in the box on a 5-minute major for contact to the head. This is Troutwine. That's Van Orsdal with a slap shot, sails high over the goal. Everson on the blue line, lost it out of the zone, and a whistle blows. With 41 seconds to go in the first period, 1-0 Proctor. Troutwine skates off, and Bobby Lind comes on for the Bears. Lind, Everson, Van Orsdal, Baudette, Meyer. On the power play for Eveleth Gilbert's MesabiEast. Van Orsdal wins the face-off. On the Iron Rangers logo, it's the Junior A team that plays here in Hoyt Lakes. They're in the Superior International Junior Hockey League. In fact, Bryce Kopp played for that team in the fall. Cole Meyer stopped as he entered the zone, and Proctor was able to clear with 20 seconds to go in the first period. 5-minute major penalty, 3:03 left on it against Harnell for the Rails. Here comes Van Orsdal down the left wing. Van Orsdal with Baudette in front of the net, just to the right of the net. Van Orsdal in a battle with Ward. Baudette joins the fray and pushes Ward into the boards. Ward continues with the puck, and there's the buzzer, and that's the end of the first period with Proctor leading 1-0. Proctor scored a shorthanded goal at 3:58. It was Isaac Mosier's 6th goal of the season unassisted, and that's where we are after one period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena, 1-0 Proctor. Penalty called there right at the end of the first period on Elliot Van Orsdal. He'll be in the penalty box as the second period begins. 2 minutes for slashing at the end of the first period. Disappointing end for the Golden Bears. They trail 1-0 after one period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. There you see the scoreboard in the Hoyt Lakes Arena in Hoyt Lakes, Minnesota. Visitors or guests are the Proctor Rails, and they lead the home team, the Eveleth Gilbert MesabiEast Golden Bears, 1-0. You saw some other numbers up there too. The Golden Bears, Elliot Van Orsdal took a slashing penalty as time ran out in the first period, so he's in the penalty box. Isaac Mosier's in the penalty box, serving a 5-minute contact to the head penalty. So it is 4-on-4 to start this second period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena, with Proctor leading 1-0. Bryce Kopp takes the puck down the right wing, across the logo and across the blue line. Across and down behind the net, Isaac Mosier has it. It's not Mosier, it's Ben Harnell in the penalty box. I think I said Mosier. No, he's 11 and he's on the ice. It's Ben Harnell in the penalty box for the Proctor Rails. Not quite on my game, am I, Hugo? So 2:21 left in Harnell's penalty and 1:34 left in Elliot Van Orsdal's penalty. 4-on-4 as we begin the second period of play in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. It's Matt Bonfit across the logo, and he dumps it into the Golden Bear end. He'll await Pavlovich's pass, possibly. Nope. Bobby Lind was there. Mosier kicks at it towards the net, but Baudette breaks that up into the corner. They go. Now it's Mosier's stick handling with it through the slot. Baudette pestering him. The two battle, and Mosier sends it out in front, across in front of McElottiger, who made 3 saves on 4 shots in the first period. Eveleth Gilbert had 16 shots on goal in the first period. Proctor leads it 1-0. Pavlovich keeps it in, but it bounces off Bryce Kopp. Bryce Kopp takes it across his own blue line. He's got James right behind him. Bryce Kopp into the slot, disrupted by Ward. And the puck goes back behind the net where Dardis picks it up. Dardis bangs it off the far boards, kept in the Proctor rail end, but then intercepted and sent down ice by the Rails' Isaac Mosier. A whistle blows. They'll bring it back for a face-off. Section 7A hockey in Hoyt Lakes. Hermantown leads the section. They're 9-3 overall. Haven't played a section game yet. Duluth-Denfeld is 8-4-1 overall, 3-0-1 in the section. Actually, Hermantown and Denfeld are playing right now. Right now, big game in the section there. Puck comes sailing up, almost hits the press box glass, bounces into the piping, and trickles down to the floor. New puck is thrown out onto the ice, and a face-off is coming up in the Proctor rail end. It'll be to the right of senior goalie Lucas Fulton. He's 3-8-1 entering this game, a 4.11 goals against average, 87.5 on the save percentage. And he made 16 saves on 16 shots in the first period. Troutwine and Meyer keep the puck in the rail end. Still 4-on-4 for 10 more seconds. Elliot Van Orsdale grabs his stick. He's up on his feet and set to exit the box. Will Troutwine has the puck. Takes a wrist shot, and Fulton makes the save. Penalty box door opens. Van Orsdale skates out. The Golden Bears are at full strength. So back on the power play for the Golden Bears. It'll be Troutwine and Everson. Mackey, Kopp, and James. 47 seconds left in Ben Harnell's 5-minute major. 1-0, Proctor leads. Troutwine keeps it in the Proctor end. Dardis has it, tries to clear, he does. Gets past a couple of outstretched sticks, and Everson picks it up. Hands it off to Josh James. James has Troutwine to his left. Crosses in front of Troutwine, goes down into the corner, pushed into the boards by Mosher, but continues with the puck. Bryce Kopp has it far side, up to Troutwine at the point. Troutwine flicks it back down to Kopp. Kopp, a shot deflected by Bo Dardis, back behind the net. 8 seconds left in Ben Harnell's penalty. Spinning around, Josh James. Gavin Mackey's down there, gets it back to James. James looking for Everson. Everson has it at the point. Proctor rails at full strength as Harnell exits the box. Both teams at full strength. Both teams 0 for the power play tonight. The Rails have a shorthanded goal. A slap shot by Mackey. And what did that hit? Traffic out in front. Bo Dardis is going to clear it all the way down ice. They're going to bring it all the way back on that icing call for a face-off in the rail end. .52 to go in the second period, 1-0 Rails. In the section 7A, it's Hermantown, then Denfeld, then Eveleth Gilbert. 9-5, 5-1 in section games. Proctor's down the list, 4-9-1 overall, 0-3-1 in games against section 7A opponents. At center ice, a battle for it with Mason. Brandon Lind pries it away from Harnell, who just exited the penalty box. Now it's Ward, who sends it off the far boards, back down behind McElottiger. Ty Mason, they're out in front, and a chance for Bushbaum. He fanned on it. Then there was a shot that hit traffic. Here's Jack Halliday grabbing it. He crosses the blue line. He leaves it for Alex Haas to Brandon Lind. Lind off the far boards. Hawks is going to grab it back behind the net in a battle with one of the rails. Jack Halliday grabs it, takes a shot. It's the side of the net. Might have hit the shoulder of Lucas Fulton. There's Gunderson who rings it up the half wall, and it slides out to neutral ice, where it's taken by Harnell. Harnell gets past Mason, takes a shot, and he scores! 2-0 Rails. At 4:05, Harnell took the puck, got past a Golden Bear, put the puck past Mac Lotiger. 13th goal of the season for Ben Harnell of Proctor. With 12:55 to go in the second period, it's 2-0 Rails. Van Orsdal on the face-off with Ward. Here's the announcement. Connor Bushbaum with the assist on Harnell's goal. Harnell's 13th goal of the season. 2-0 Rails lead. Ward has the puck in his own end, behind his own net, pestered by Tassoni. Ward probably keeps it away from Tassoni, then flicks it up to neutral ice. Will Troutwine backtracks into his own zone. Sends it up to the right wing. Josh James gets past a rail, sends it to Tassoni. There's an open net. Tassoni was going the other way. And pushed into the corner was James. Tassoni joins the fray. A couple of rails there. Will Troutwine grabs it on the half wall. He's pushed into the boards. Puck slides from near side to far side. Wrist shot by Tassoni. Save made by Lucas Fulton. Eveleth Gilbert's area girls hockey team 7-8-2 this season. Tonight they're playing at Superior. Golden Bears play Hopkins in the Eveleth Hippodrome on Saturday afternoon, a 2 o'clock game. Then back here on Tuesday against International Falls. A game again in the Hoyt Lakes Arena, home of the Minnesota Iron Rangers, Superior International Junior Hockey League team. This is their home arena. One of 2 Minnesota teams with 4 Canadian teams in that league in the SIJHL. Bryce Kopp played for the Rangers in the fall, and here he is skating in the slot, stick handling between 2 rails. Grabs the puck in the corner, up to Budette at the point. Budette sends it down low, and on the half wall it's taken by Kopp. Up to Cole Meyer. Cole Meyer, wrist shot, glove save by Lucas Fulton. Rails make a change out onto the ice. Bushbaum just had an assist. Harnell, who just had the goal. Ward in the face-off circle with Mackey. Gunderson is 3, and 14 is Kulmbach out there also for Proctor. Everson tracks the puck down on his own line, in his own zone, spins around, gets it up to Gavin Mackey. Mackey across the red line, slips it between 2 rails, brings it down into the circle. It bounces up high, and Harnell can't quite control it. Now he does, and he gets it up to Ward. Taken away by Bryce Kopp. Pestered by Harnell. Kopp down the left wing, pushed into the half-wall boards. Meyer's going to find it in the corner. Meyer and Kulmbach upended. Battle for it on the far side. Kopp is there, Harnell is there, kept in by Everson. Mackey takes it, spins away from Gunderson. Mackey sends it up into the blue paint, and it's turned away by Fulton. There Harnell bangs it off the end boards behind the goal. Mackey tracks the puck down, Budette's waiting for it at the points. He keeps it in and flicks it along the blue line, but it gets out of the zone and hacked back in by Hunter Lavender. Brandon Lynn falls down on the attack. Budette keeps it in at the point. Skates down the left wing. Sends it into the corner. Brandon Lynn centering pass. Didn't connect. Budette will track it down. Backhands it towards the corner. Kulmbach is there for the rails. Out in the circle. Jack Halliday was there. Jack Halliday has it. Up to Lavander. Didn't connect. And it comes all the way down ice, where Mac Lotiger stops it for Gage Everson. Everson stops in the circle to the right of Mac Lotiger, and now he escapes the zone across the blue line, red line, dumps it into the Proctor rail end. He skates off. And Will Troutwine comes back on the ice. He stops it there in neutral ice, sends it back into the rail end. Jack Halliday skates off, and Van Orsdal back on for Eveleth Gilbert, MesabiEast. Van Orsdal pokes at it, but it's taken away by Ward, who's banged into the boards by Nick Baudette. Lavender swats at it, kept in by the rails. Ward to Solom, intercepted by Baudette. Backhanded off the far boards to Josh James. That's stopped by one of the rails, and the rails backtrack in their own end. Try to send it, but Van Orsdal intercepts it. Van Orsdal stick handles over to James, didn't connect. Into the corner to the right of Fulton, the goaltender. To Sony, in a race with Ward. Van Orsdal picks it up. Van Orsdal in the circle, taken away by the rails, sent all the way down ice, and they'll bring it all the way back for a face-off in the Proctor end. That's the scoreboard in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. The guest is Proctor. Home is Eveleth Gilbert, MesabiEast. 7 players go to MesabiEast High School. Lavender, Meyer, Kopp, James, Halliday, Mason, and the goalie tonight, Lodiger. Mason took a shot and Fulton made the glove save. These two teams played on December 20th in Proctor. Golden Bears won that one 6-2. Mason has it, down to Van Orsdal. Out in front to Tassoni, sends it off to his right, and a shot put on by James. Falling upon it was Lucas Fulton. I believe then it came loose, but there was a whistle. So here comes a face-off. In the Iron Range Conference, Greenway, Nashua, Keewatin 4-0 in the conference, but 6-10 overall. Then Eveleth Gilbert 3-1 in conference play, 9-5 overall. That one loss to Greenway, Nashua, Keewatin, 8-0 in the Hippodrome a couple of weeks ago. Mason lines one up, takes a slap shot, blocked, but kept in by Troutwine. Sent it low. There was an open net, but nobody there to connect with the puck for the Golden Bears. Tassoni swatted at it. Here comes Harnell. Mason breaks it up. Harnell gets the puck back. Centering pass to Bushbaum. Didn't connect. Van Orsdal across the blue line, red line, across the Proctor rail line. That's broken up by Bo Dardis. Dardis in the corner. Takes a hit. And a big hit put on by Josh James on Reese Ward. Here's Van Orsdal, gets past Bo Dardis, gets past Ward, but the puck's taken away from him. And it's up to neutral ice. Ty Mason slaps it in, and a whistle blows. They're going to have a face-off with 8:03 left in the second period. It's 2-0 Proctor. 10 is Gage Johnson. 19, Jack Halliday. 16 is Brendan Graves. 25, Nick Baudette. 11, Gage Everson. Those are the Golden Bears. At center ice, and it's Connor Pavlowitz on the face-off for Proctor. Johnson tries to cross the line, but the rails break it up, and here they come. Up from the JV, number 28 is Paul Ripley for Proctor. He's seeing his first action of the game for the rails, and here they come. But Baudette breaks that up, takes the puck away from Jack Bartlam. Now across the way, Graves, Baudette across the logo. Baudette skates in. Leaves it for Halliday. Halliday for Gage Everson, lines up a slap shot, and it makes it through the traffic, and a save made by Lucas Fulton. .7:21 to go in the second period, 2-0 Proctor. Section 7A hockey in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Proctor plays in the Lake Superior Conference. Superior leads the Lake Superior Conference. There's Cole Meyer into the circle, takes a shot, and he scores! Meyer took a shot, deflected, and it got over the right shoulder of Lucas Fulton. And the Bears are on the board, now trailing 2-1. At 9:47, Cole Meyer. He had 2 goals on Tuesday night against Hibbing Chisholm, a shorthanded goal. He had a shorthanded goal on Tuesday against Hibbing Chisholm. Now here he takes the puck away. Tripped up maybe, nothing called. Puck kept in the rail end. Kopp gets the assist on Meyer's goal. It's 2-1 Proctor now with 6:45 to go in the second period. See if that'll put a little zip in their step for the Eveleth Gilbert MesabiEast Golden Bears. Kopp stopped behind the net. Bobby Lind is there. Kept in by Meyer. Meyer sends it on net. Stick save, bounces up high. And Mosher grabs it for Proctor. Sends it off the near glass in the zone. And Bryce Kopp stops it. Bryce Kopp skates across the way. He takes a shot. That's it. Intercepted by traffic. Now it's Bobby Lind keeping it in. He sends it down in front. There's Kopp with a chance. Lucas Fulton sprawling out. But the puck goes wide. Troutwine's going to keep it in. He takes a shot. That hits traffic. It deflected off the stick of Matt Bonfit and out of play. Looks like both teams will make a change, and door opens on the end. What are they going to do? Hugo, what are they doing? Both teams have gone to their benches. They're opening the garage door down there. What's happening, Hugo? You're the producer. You're supposed to know everything. No idea what all right. Well, have another sip of coffee. There's some repair work that needs to be done. That's what we're doing. I think they raised the door so they can get some shovels. And they're doing some work. There you see. Maybe a stick. Did a stick shatter and they're cleaning that up? It could have been. I think Troutwine lined up a shot. Bonfit broke it. Maybe it hit the rafters. They're looking up at the rafters as if something has fallen down. Something. That's how old is the Hoyt Lakes Arena? Maybe some scraps from years ago have trickled down from the ceiling and littered onto the ice. So with the score 2-1 Proctor, 5:58 to go in the second period. A little repair work being done on the ice. Both teams have gone to their respective benches to wait this one out. Other games tonight. Hermantown is at Duluth-Denfeld. Those are the two top teams in Section 7A. Eveleth Gilbert third in the section, then Greenway, Nashwauk, Keewatin. Another game, Hibbing Chisholm at Virginia Mountain Iron Buell. The Blue Devils are 5-9-1. The Blue Jackets are 0-14. These Golden Bears are 9-5 entering this game. Proctor's 4-9-1. Eveleth Gilbert area girls hockey team is 7-8-2. They're playing at Superior tonight. And then tomorrow, Friday night game at home, I think in the Hippodrome against Minnehaha. Everything's worked out, and here come both teams back out on the ice. For the Golden Bears, Van Orsdal, Tassoni, James, Mason and Everson. Fulton's the goalie, and the action to his right. It was fast and furious action before that official's timeout. Now here come the rails. Down the right wing, Bushbaum just flicked it down into the zone. He's going to meet up with Everson. And he's going to grab the puck, take a shot. Pad saved by Lodiger. Comes way out to the blue line. Kept in by Mosher. He scores! The Royals score. Mosher from just inside the blue line, took a wrist shot and scored. And Proctor leads 3-1. At 11:26, Mosher scores his second goal of the night, his seventh goal of the season. And the Rails lead 3-1. Here's the announcement.
Number 11, Isaac Moser, assisted by number 5, Bo Dardis, and number 13, Ben Hartnell.
Mosier scores, Dardis and Harnell get the assists, a whistle, and another face-off's coming up. Hand pass, they bring the puck back down into the Golden Bear end. Gunderson keeps it in the zone. Troutwine grabs it over to James, far side. Couldn't find it, and he's pushed into the boards. Now Van Orsdal flicks it past a rail, but that rail, the other number 14, Kalmbach, stops his progress. Comes over here to the near side, where Solom's going to try to grab it, but Tassoni flicks it up to Josh James. Tassoni tries to find Van Orsdal. It goes out onto the stick of Lucas Fulton, who flicks it away up to the blue line. Baudette keeps it in. Down to Van Orsdal on the half wall. Battle for it there. Several players from either team, from each team. And sent into the zone by Josh James. Kalmbach and Tassoni meet. Down towards the corner. Tassoni. A rail falls down. That's Ward. Picks himself up. Now here's Troutwine, lines one up, takes a shot, it hit traffic, hit his teammate Tassoni, who falls down, who's slow to get up, shaking his wrist. He's back up, he's out in front of the net, and the puck slides out to neutral ice. Baudette looks back to Troutwine. Baudette skates in across the blue line. They call it offside. 4:21 to go in the second period, 3-1 Proctor. Troutwine lined one up and took a shot. It hit Tassoni out in front. And now we have a face-off outside the Proctor line. Pavlovich. But Alex Haas takes it for the Bears. Haas and Mosier. Mosier's number 11 for Proctor. He has 2 goals tonight. The other goal, Ben Harnell. And it's 3-1, Rails lead. Bo Dardis pries the puck away, swatting at it. Mosier tries to send it up to a teammate, Bartlam. Sent back into the Proctor end. Back and forth behind the net. Hunter Levender sends it back behind the net. Brandon Lind is there. Mosier takes it off the back of the goal. And there's Bartlam waiting for a pass, but Rails couldn't get it away. Sam Swanson chases down Gage Everson, who spins away from Swanson, stops behind the net. Swanson skates off. Fresh skates coming on there for the Rails. Pass didn't connect with Levender. Mosier tracks it down in his own end. Finds his man, but checked from behind is Bushbaum. And an arm is in the air, and a penalty is coming up on the Golden Bears. At 13:53, Bobby Lynn goes into the penalty box. Second power play of the night for Proctor. Gunderson. Mosier has it. Looking out in front. Bushbaum's out in front. Gunderson has it on the blue line. Lines one up, takes a shot, hit traffic. Bushbaum is there. 13 is Harnell. Harnell, stick handling, gets a pass to Gunderson. To Mosier, takes a shot, and it's blocked by Will Troutwine, and the Golden Bears are able to clear. 1:28 to go in Bobby Lynn's penalty. 2:33 to go in the second period. 3-1 Rails. Gunderson stops. Harnell takes the puck. He's across the logo, tries to get past Bryce Kopp. Stops, spins away from Kopp. Harnell with it, top of the circle. Pass over to Mosier, who takes it off the near boards. Mosier back to Harnell. Harnell down low to Bushbaum. No, Ward takes it. Ward in the corner to Harnell. Harnell, Gunderson. Gunderson swats it away from Kopp. Gunderson gets it back. Takes a shot, or tried to get it down low, blocked by Baudette. Baudette and Mosher in a race. Baudette and Mosher down behind the net in the Proctor zone. Baudette is there. Gunderson and Mosher meet up with him. Now it's in the circle in front of the net. Baudette reached for it. Here comes Harnell. Harnell for the rails across the blue line, pestered by Nick Baudette. Gavin Mackey grabs it for Golden Bears and sends it down ice. 30 seconds to go in Bobby Lynn's penalty, 1:33 to go in the second period, 3-1 Proctor. Proctor on the power play, and here comes Solom. Solom across the blue line, top of the circle, takes a shot that goes wide. Kept in by the rails on the far side. Ward has it. Ward sends it off the side of the net. Mac Lodiger watching the action behind him. Here comes Van Orsdal. All the way down ice. There's Lucas Fulton. Van Orsdal nearly got the puck away from him. Here's Bo Dardis with a pass up ice to Matt Bonfit. Takes a shot and it goes up high off the glass. Bobby Lynn's out of the penalty box. Both teams are at full strength. 57 seconds left in the second period. Here's Van Orsdal. Leaves it for James. Taken away by Ward. Ward sends a pass up to Bonfit, too far. Watches it go off the near board, and Troutwine grabs it for the Golden Bears. Over to Everson. Now James will take it. James across the blue line. James, a slot back to Van Orsdal. Intercepted by the rails. Flicked away from Van Orsdal by one of the rails, and it bounces around. Top of the circle, near side, Proctor in. All the way down ice. They'll bring it all the way back for a face-off in the rail zone. Mackey, Meyer, Kopp, Troutwine, Everson. The 5 Golden Bears. This is Mosher. He has 2 goals tonight for Proctor. They lead 3-1. Mosher across the line, takes a shot, but it's blocked by Will Troutwine. Swats it away from Mosher. Gavin Mackey's going to grab it on the near side in his own zone. Cross ice pass goes up into the Golden Bear bench. And a face-off's coming up. Eight seconds left in the second period. 3-1 Rails. Van Orsdal got a head start there. So Mackey will take the face-off against Ward. Van Orsdal grabs the puck. He skates in as time runs out. In 4 seconds, time will run out in the second period. Shot towards the nets. Goes wide as the buzzer sounds. In the Hoyt Lakes Arena, you see the scoreboard there. Proctor leads Eveleth Gilbert 3-1 after 2 periods. It was 1-0 Proctor after 1 period. In the first period, at 3:58, Isaac Mosher scored a shorthanded goal. Then at 4:05 of the second period, Ben Harnell scored his 13th goal of the season. The assist to Connor Bushbaum, that made it 2-0. Golden Bears got on the board. Cole Myers' 7th goal of the season from Bryce Kopp at 9:47. That made it 2-1 Proctor. Then the Rails extended the lead at 11:26. Mosher's 2nd goal of the night, his 7th of the season, with the assist to Bo Dardis and Ben Harnell, and that made it 3-1. And that's where it is now, 3-1. Proctor leads after 2 periods in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. It's Eveleth Gilbert, MesabiEast Golden Bear Hockey on Eveleth Vale Community Television Channel 12. Thanks to the Eveleth Gilbert School District 2154. Here come the Proctor Rails out onto the ice of the Hoyt Lakes Arena for the 3rd period. They lead the Eveleth Gilbert MesabiEast Golden Bears 3-1. It was 1-0 Proctor after 1 period. Rails scored at 4:05 of the 2nd period. Ben Harnell's 13th goal of the season. The assist going to Connor Bushbaum. Golden Bears scored at 9:47. Cole Myers, 7th goal of the season. Bryce Kopp with the assist. Then Proctor scored again at 11:26. Mosier again, his 2nd goal of the game, 7th of the season. Bo Dardis and Ben Harnell with the assists on that, the 3rd goal of the game for Proctor. They lead 3-1 as we get ready for the 3rd period of play. The Golden Bears had 9 shots on goal in that 2nd period for a 2-period total of 27. Proctor just had 4 shots on goal for a 2-period total of 8. 3-1, Proctor leads. Golden Bears not out on the ice yet. Here they come. Trailing 3-1. Other games tonight. Virginia Mountain Iron Buell leads Hibbing Chisholm 2-1. It's got to be late in that game, maybe the 3rd period of that game. Just getting underway as well. And Hermantown is at Duluth Denfeld, another Section 7A game. Golden Bears play Hopkins in the Eveleth Hippodrome on Saturday afternoon, a 2 o'clock game. And then back here in Hoyt Lakes on Tuesday against International Falls. Then Tuesday the 22nd versus North Shore here in Hoyt Lakes. Then the Golden Bears play Saturday, January 26th against the Blue Devils in Virginia at the Miners Memorial Building. Golden Bears are 9-5 entering this game. Proctor 4-9-1. Rails lead 3-1 as we are set for the 3rd period. Van Orsdale's 14. He will center for the Golden Bears. 9 for Proctor is Noah Ward, senior. Van Orsdale wins it, sends it off the far boards, back behind the Proctor goal. Lucas Fulton, the goalie. Troutwine takes a shot, hits traffic, and goes wide. Van Orsdale stops the puck on the half wall, bounces up high, he has it in the circle, loses it to Solom, who slides it out to neutral ice. Will Troutwine cross away to Gage Everson. Bonfit on the attack there for the Rails, and off the stick, Van Orsdale. Here's to Sony on the half wall. Van Orsdale centering pass off Solom's stick. Everson grabs it. He takes a shot. Solom blocks it. Now slid towards the net. Fulton steers it clear. Troutwine lines one up. It's loose in front, and scoring is Nathan Tassoni. 49 seconds into the 3rd period, the Golden Bears score. Nathan Tassoni finds the slowly moving puck and an open net, and he scores his 4th goal of the season. I think Troutwine will get an assist. We'll hear it right here.
Number 3, Nathan Tassoni, assisted by number 5, Will Troutwine, and number 14, Elliot Van Orsdale.
Will Troutwine and Elliot Van Orsdale get the assists, or give the assists, on Nathan Tassoni's 4th goal of the season. 3-2 now, Proctor leads. Early on in the 3rd period here in the Hoyt Lakes Arena, the Golden Bears home away from the Hippodrome. Gage Everson across to Kohlmeyer, Bryce Kopp in a race with Gunderson. Kopp wins it and has the puck. Flicks it up to the point. Gage Everson keeps it in. Bryce Kopp grabs it, slides it back behind his back, and there's Davin Mackey with a shot. Fulton with a save. Swatting at it, one of the Rails, keeping it in, Nick Baudette. Baudette skates into the circle, slides it through the circle, taken away by Ben Harnell. Harnell has an assist. No, he has a goal, for crying out loud. It's 3-2 Proctor. Harnell with 1 goal. Mosier with 2 goals for Proctor. Brandon Lynn can't control the puck. Gunderson sends it into the Golden Bear end. He'll skate off in favor of fresh skates as Bo Dardis skates back on for the Proctor Rails. Brandon Lynn tracks it down. Now it's loose in the blue paint, and there's one of the Rails turning around. Pavlovich takes a shot blocked by traffic. Baudette takes it out of the zone. Sent back in to the zone by Jack Bartlam, Jr. for the Rails. Alex Haas is number 12 for the Golden Bears. Number 11 is Gage Everson. Everson spins around, taken away by Jack Bartlam. He sends it into the Golden Bear end and skates off as the Rails get some fresh skates on the ice. Back behind the net to Gavin Mackey. Back behind the net to Nick Badette. Tries to connect with Brandon Lind, can't do it. Goes behind Lind all the way down ice. They'll bring it back for a face-off in the Eveleth Gilbert MesabiEast end. Here in Hoyt Lakes, the Golden Bears play a few games each year. I think 3 this season in Hoyt Lakes. So the MesabiEast fans, parents of MesabiEast students can have something of more of a home game. 7 players attend MesabiEast High School. Levendermeyer, Kopp, James Halliday Mason, and Lotiger. Lotiger tonight's goalie. Off the face-off, Bo Dardis sends it back into the circle. Ward sends it toward the net to Sony. Has a goal tonight, gets it to Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal tries to get past one of the rails, can't get past the other. Sticked up to neutral ice, and here come the Rails again. After it's in their zone, they bring it back out. Isaac Mosher to Solon, to Ward, taken away by Josh James. Can't get past Isaac Mosher. Mosher with 2 goals for the Rails tonight. Mosher and James over there, Bush bomb, and Mosher takes it back. Now he loses it. Centering pass, James with a shot, save made by Fulton on the rebound, a shot. Now it's loose in front, Tassoni is there. There's Josh James, he's pushed out of the play. Kept in by Lind, slides out in front, off to the half wall. Tassoni has to take it away by one of the Rails, but Troutwine grabs it. He's on the logo and backtracking in neutral ice. Sends it off the far boards, flicks it into the Proctor end, onto the stick, and into the glove of Lucas Fulton. There you see the senior goalie for the Proctor Rails, Lucas Fulton, 3-8-1 entering this game, 4.11 goals against, 87.5 save percentage. Mackey and Ward with the face-off. A Rail falls to the ice. Nick Badette sends it into the zone. Nick Badette skating with it, backhands it down to Cole Meyer. Loose in front, up high, off the boards, behind the glass, or behind the net, under the glass, and Cole Meyer in the corner. Now Bushbaum has it on the half wall far side. Can't get it past Nick Badette. Finally another Rail does, and here's Ben Harnell. Barnell past Gage Everson. Stick save by Mac Lotiger. Up to neutral ice. Swatted back in by Kallenbach. Took a hit down below us here. And here comes Gage Everson with Mackey off to his left now and gets past a teammate. Everson sends it back behind the net. Kopp's up high. And he takes it at the blue line. Kopp sends it back to Cole Meyer. Leaves it for nobody but a Rail. And here comes Ben Harnell skating in on the breakaway. Ben Harnell shoots it just wide. Had an open net and he hit the side of the goal. Kallenbach pushed down to the ice by Bryce Kopp. Nick Badette watches the puck come to neutral ice, swatted in by Pavlovich, who is upended by Gage Everson. They have a few words for each other. There was an arm in the air when that hit took place. Into the penalty box, Proctor's Jack Bartlam.
Penalty in the Rails, number 6, Jack Bartlam. 2 minutes for hooking.
2 minutes for hooking Jack Bartlam. Time of the penalty, 5 minutes. Eveleth Gilbert 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. They had a 5-minute power play, but in the middle of that power play, took a penalty themselves. So they had 2 chances at short. Is that 1 power play or 2 power plays if that happens? If they have a power play, then it's negated for about 2 minutes, and then they have the power play again. Is that 1 power play, Hugo, or 2 power plays? Well, that's something to think about. Something to lose sleep over tonight. Here come the Proctor Rails trying to defend against Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal down ice into the corner with Gunderson. Van Orsdal flicks it up to Will Troutwine. Back down to Cole Meyer. Meyer to Van Orsdal. Van Orsdal loses the puck to Gunderson. Gunderson rings it around and clears it all the way down ice. Power play for the Golden Bears. Entering the game, 26.3% on the power play. Entering the game, the Rails were 83.8% on the penalty kill. Here's Meyer, gets past Ward. Another rail falls down. Meyer into the rail end. Nick Baudette finds the puck on the half wall, far side. Leaves it for Everson. Everson on the blue line. Everson takes a shot and it hit traffic. It just slid wide. Baudette grabs it in the corner. Baudette sends it up to Everson. He's going to line one up and take a shot wide off the end boards. Van Orsdal tracks it down on the far side. Van Orsdal at the top of the circle. Sends it toward the net, just goes wide off the end boards. Baudette is there. James in front of the net. James swats at it. It's loose in the slot and swatted at by Will Troutwine. Down to Van Orsdal on the goal line. Up high and then down, and here's Nick Baudette. Nick Baudette trying a wraparound. Save made by Fulton. Here's Will Troutwine. Sends it down into the corner. Van Orsdal back there. He's upended. Penalty coming up against the Rails. Mosier with 20 seconds left in Bartlam's penalty. Mosier's going to go into the penalty box. It's going to be 5-on-3 in favor of the Golden Bears. Penalty at 6:40, Mosier.
Number 11, Isaac Mosier, 2 minutes for tripping.
5-on-3 now for the Golden Bears. Troutwine has it. High slot. Sends it on net. Save made by Fulton. Here's Mackey taking a shot. He scores! Mackey scores! A power play goal! At 6:48, Gavin Mackey scores for the Golden Bears, a power play goal. That's his 4th goal of the season, his 4th power play goal of the season.
Scoring for the Golden Bears, number 22.
And it's 3-3. Will Troutwine with the assist on Mackey's goal. 3-3. Power play for the Golden Bears. 1:30 left in Mosier's penalty. Here's Everson on the blue line. Josh James sends it down towards the net. Bounces out and cleared by the Rails. Stopped by Mac Lodiger. Everson and Ward down there. Will Troutwine grabs the puck. Will Troutwine sends it to James. No, Kopp grabs it. Kopp down the right wing across the blue line. Kopp skates into the circle, spins around on the near boards, up to Will Troutwine, back to Kopp. Kopp skates in, lines one up, takes a shot high. Far side, Everson to James. James to Kopp. Kopp skates towards the net. Kopp to Mackey. Troutwine lines it up, takes a shot, loose out in front. Another save made by Fulton. In the slot, loose. Kopp chases it down. The Rails are able to reach the puck and clear it down ice. 33 seconds left in Mosier's penalty. Power play for the Golden Bears. Elliot Van Orsdal gets it past Bo Dardis. Elliot Van Orsdal sends it out in front. Put down by Cole Meyer. He takes it back behind the net. Meyer up to Will Troutwine. Over to Gage Everson. Everson into the circle. A shot. Pad save. Open net. Spinning around. Van Orsdal hit the side of the net. 10 seconds to go on the penalty on Mosier. Everson swatted at it. Deflected. Out in front. Loose. Van Orsdal is there. A whistle. Nick Baudette and Noah Ward having a conversation as they ended up in front of the net, then ended up in the blue line discussing things. Elliot Van Orsdal slammed his stick to the ice. He skates off, so does Meyer, so does Troutwine, so does Everson. So here's Gage Johnson with Graves and Halliday and Baudette and Mason. Mosher's out of the box. Both teams are at full strength. Gage Johnson, number 10 for the Golden Bears, face off again. Here's Nick Baudette. Pried away from him by Matt Bonfit. Baudette has it half wall. Nope, hops his stick. Mason backtracking into his own end on the blue line. Intercepted by the rails. Here's Ward. Ward sends it into the Golden Bear end. Baudette picks it up. 7:52 to go. In the third period, it's 3-3. Proctor and Eveleth Gilbert, MesabiEast in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Slap shot, pad saved by Lodiger. There's Solem pushed into the boards. Bonfit slid it around, and Dardis is there. Back to Bonfit. He takes a shot from a tough angle, but a save made. Holding on is Lodiger. This is the home arena of the Minnesota Iron Rangers. You see the Iron Rangers logo at center ice. They are a Junior A team in the Superior International Junior Hockey League, coached by Todd Krybeck. Bryce Kopp, number 9 out there for the Golden Bears, played for the Iron Rangers several games in September and October. Here's Josh James. Well, that's Cole Meyer, 7, not 17. The puck hopped his stick, but he's in a race for the puck, and he grabs it. Now the Golden Bears have it. Will Troutwine sends it on net. Save made by Lucas Fulton. Cole Meyer tracks it down. Bryce Kopp's going to reach it in the near corner in the Proctor end. And it's Bryce Kopp is 9. Last game I called him Cole Kopp, his brother's name. Will Troutwine takes a shot. Hit Bryce Kopp in the right skate. Golden Bears, Kopp up to the near boards. Kopp spins around, sends it down towards the corner, intercepted by Bo Dardis. Then Kopp stops that puck. And Mackey in a battle with Ward. Ward trips over the back of Bobby Lynn's skate. Here comes Bryce Kopp. Bryce Kopp with Meyer to his left. Kopp into the circle. Kopp takes a shot, hit the pipe. And then it's back behind the net. Kopp tracks it down. He's pushed into the boards. Mosher grabs it for Proctor. Rings it around. Troutwine and Harnell are there. Pavlovich clears it to center ice, where Bobby Lynn sends it up to Nathan Tassoni. Tassoni down the right wing. He's pushed into the boards by Pavlovich. Pavlovich took the worst of that. Then he gets his stick on it, and Mosher has it. 4 rails right there. And finally the puck comes out of the zone. Taken by Jack Bartlam. Bartlam down the right wing, back behind the net. Tried the center pass, but it hit the back of the goal. And here comes Josh James trying to lead Van Orsdal. Diving to stop it was Isaac Mosier. Golden Bears in their own end now, and sending it up ice is Will Troutwine. On the stick of Lucas Fulton, Troutwine skates off. Back on, Baudette and Everson stake their spots on the blue line. The official falls down, slow to get up. He's up. Far side now, Van Orsdal keeps the puck in the Proctor zone. Skates away from Bartlam. Into the circle and back behind the net. Van Orsdal trying to keep Gunderson away from him. Van Orsdal grabs it in the circle, spins around, tries to get it to the net. Stopped by traffic. Gunderson leaves the zone with it. Gunderson backhands it into the Golden Bear end. And leaves it for, up from the JV team, 28, sophomore Paul Ripley. Here's Gage Everson, pestered by Noah Ward. Here's Josh James, passed it to Sony. Tassoni has a goal. It takes a shot, save made by Fulton. Here's Van Orsdal, sends it out in front of the net. Battle for it there. Tassoni is there. the rails. Ward clears it up to neutral ice, spins around at the blue line, can't get past Baudette, raises his arms, wanting a penalty, shot taken, save made by Lottiger, loose to the left of Lottiger, grabbing it is Levender. Levender sends it up toward the blue line, hits Van Orsdale's stick, kept in the zone by the rails, up high, back down low onto the ice, still in the Golden Bear end. Nick Baudette's going to try to track it down at the red line. He does. And he crosses into the rail zone. 2 rails to beat. One of them takes the puck away, bangs it off the glass. Everson can't control it. Brandon Lynn does, and he'll have it in his own end. Rails make a change. There's a chance possibly for the Golden Bears. Nope, those rails. Harnell grabs the puck. Lynn grabs it back. Mosher is there across the way. Baudette ends up with it. And he, with 2 teammates, try to cross into the zone, unable to, as Baudette pushes one of the rails down. Rail fans want a penalty. Centering pass attempt hits the back of the goal. Hunter Levender grabs it for the Golden Bears. Alex Haas is racing down. Now the left wing. Intercepted and disrupted, and it's at center ice, neutral ice across the way. The battle continues. Puck tied up now. Brandon Lynn, Hunter Levender, the Golden Bears in on the action. There's a Ward in there. Reese. Now it's loose on the blue line. Rails find it their own selves in their own zone. 11 is Isaac Mosher. He has 2 goals tonight. It's 3-3. Rails and Golden Bears with 3:03 to go in the 3rd period. Off of Alex Haas's stick into the rail zone. Haas leaves the ice in favor of fresh legs. And the battle continues back behind and to the right of Lucas Folk, but he swats the puck away as it snuck towards him. Bartlam to Harnell. Harnell has a goal tonight. Spins around far side, Golden Bear in. Here's Mosher, takes a slap shot. That goes wide, off the glass. Upended in the blue paint was Jack Bartlam. Ended up next to Mac Lottiger, the goalie. Now it's sent all the way down ice, and a whistle blows to bring it all the way back for a face-off in the Proctor end. 2:20 to go in the 3rd period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Proctor and Eveleth Gilbert. Golden Bears play Hopkins in the Eveleth Hippodrome on Saturday afternoon, and then back here in Hoyt Lakes against the International Falls Broncos on Tuesday. Van Orsdale, James Tassoni, Troutwine and Mason. 5 Golden Bears. Havlovich with the face-off for the Rails. Troutwine down to Tassoni. 3 and 3, Tassoni and Gunderson. Centering pass by Van Orsdale. Nobody there for the Golden Bears, but Troutwine from the blue line brings it down into the corner, tries a centering pass. That's disrupted by Pavlovich, who tracks it down on the near side. Couple players from each team. Josh James is there, tried to clear the puck away. Now the Rails send it up to Ward, tied up with Troutwine. Troutwine's going to bring it back behind his own net. Diving for it was Ward. James has it for the Golden Bears. James tries to get past a rail, unable to get past Gunderson. And now it's Mason with a stolen puck, and he sends it long to Sony, scores! And the Golden Bears take the lead! Nathan Tassoni's 2nd goal of the night. Mason will have an assist. And the Golden Bears lead 4-3. Time of the goal, 15:22.
Score for the Golden Bears, number 3, Nathan Tassoni, number 24, Mason.
Here comes Bryce Kopp. Left to right as you see it on Eveleth Fail Community Television Channel 12 or something like that. Is that right? Here at the logo, the loose puck, and it's Gavin Mackey and Cole Meyer down there. The referee tries to clear himself out of the way. The puck comes free. Everson reaches for it, sends it on net, save made. Fulton covers up. It was 1-0 Proctor after 1, 3-1 Proctor after 2, 4-3 now Eveleth Gilbert with a 1:09 to go. Timeout Proctor. Proctor Rails are coached by Dan Stauber in his 3rd season as Proctor Rail coach. Assistants are Anthony Wood, Corey Ward, and Kevin Danielson. Golden Bears are coached by Jeff Terrell in his 8th season. His assistants are Jared Anderson, Paul Coombe, and Steve Troutwine. It's Section 7A hockey in the Hoyt Lakes Arena thanks to Eveleth Gilbert School District 2154, Tufco Incorporated, City of Eveleth, and Fayal Township. In Section 7A, Hermantown leads with an overall record of 9-3. They're playing their first section game, I believe, tonight, and that against Duluth-Denfeld. Denfeld is second, 8-4-1 overall, 3-0-1 in the section. Then the Golden Bears are 9-5 before tonight's game, 5-1 in section play. That one loss to Greenway-Nashwauk-Keewatin. That was a bit of a dud against the Raiders in the Hippodrome, 8-0. Greenway-Nashwauk-Keewatin won that game. But the Golden Bears have stormed back from a 1-0, then a 3-1 deficit, 3-1 after 2 periods. And here they lead 4-3 with 1:09 to go in the 3rd period in the Hoyt Lakes Arena. Face-off coming up in the Proctor end. Van Orsdal, James, Tassoni, Everson, and Troutwine, the 5 Golden Bears. Everson has it, takes a shot and hits the stick of Tassoni. Bounced toward the net, went wide. Tassoni finds it. Ward is there. Tassoni and Ward. 1 minute to play in the 3rd period. 4-3 Golden Bears. Puck taken away by Van Orsdal. Just picked the pocket of the Rails Bush bomb. Everson up to the red line. James sends it into the corner bin, back behind the net under the stick of Lucas Fulton. Everson keeps it in. Van Orsdal is there. Bodardis. Van Orsdal takes a shot. Fulton makes a save. Van Orsdal tracks it down in the circle, spins around on the half wall. Ward is there to defend. Bushbaum is there. Van Orsdal gets a stick on it. And it's flicked up to neutral ice. Here's a chance for the Rails. Troutwine just pries the puck away from Ben Harnell. And now to Sony, to James. James skates in with 10 seconds to go in the 3rd period. A 4-3 Golden Bear lead. Bushbaum sends it up to Harnell. A whistle blows as a Rail is down in his own zone. And the penalty box door opens up. Van Orsdal going into the penalty box for the Golden Bears, elbowing the call. That player's still down. I think it's Gunderson, helped up by Lucas Fulton. Yep, Zach Gunderson, a senior defenseman, one of the captains. 4 seconds to go. Contact to the head, I believe, is what I heard. It's 5-minute major up on the board. Just 4 seconds left in the 3rd period. 4-3 Golden Bears lead. Face-off coming up in the Golden Bear end. Kopp, Mackey, Troutwine, and Everson on the penalty kill here. Power play for the Rails. Ward, Reese, and I believe they called a timeout. The Bears did, or did they? They must have. Yes, they did. With the score 4-3, Golden Bears lead. 5-minute major penalty called on Elliot Van Orsdal with just 4 seconds left in this 3rd period. Golden Bears, if they hang on, will improve to 10-5. The Rails, if they don't score, will fall to 4-10-1. Eveleth Gilbert area girls hockey team 7-8-2 tonight, playing at Superior. Eveleth Gilbert boys basketball team 0-11 tomorrow. They play versus against Deer River at home. And Eveleth Gilbert girls basketball, they're 6-7 tonight, playing up in the Falls. Golden Bear boys hockey team plays Hopkins Saturday afternoon at 2. I've got another job, if you can believe that. So I'll be at that. So will Greg, I believe. So don't know what Hugo's going to do with that one. But we will be back in Hoyt Lakes for the game next Tuesday versus the Broncos. Face off now with 4 seconds left at a 4-3 Golden Bear lead. There's the buzzer. Bears win! The final score in Hoyt Lakes, Eveleth, Gilbert, MesabiEast, Golden Bears beat the Proctor Rails 4-3, a comeback win, trailing 3-1 after 2 periods. 3 goals by the Bears in the 3rd period, and Golden Bears win it 4-3. Scoring tonight for the Bears, Cole Meyer, his 7th goal of the season. Nathan Tassoni had 2 goals, his 4th and 5th of the season. And Gavin Mackey had a goal. Troutwine with an assist. Mason with an assist. Troutwine actually had 2 assists. And Kopp and Van Orsdal also pick up points with assists in tonight's game. A comeback victory for the Golden Bears. They improve to 10-5. Proctor falls to 4-10-1. Thanks for watching Eveleth, Gilbert, MesabiEast Golden Bear Hockey on Eveleth Fail Community Television, Channel 12, and Access12TV.com. Thanks to the Eveleth Gilbert School District, City of Eveleth, Fail Township, and Tufco Incorporated. The final score in the Hoyt Lakes Arena, Eveleth Gilbert MesabiEast 4, Proctor 3.